Hey guys, it's the TheCandleRingMan. Stay tuned. Today we're making silver drop castings. It's really simple to make old jewelry, old silver that you can find in Goodwill stores, thrift stores, secondhand shops, anywhere that you can repurpose old silver. This is an excellent way to make brand new jewelry. Drop casting is actually the oldest form of jewelry making, where you just take molten metal of sort and you pour it into sand, water, straw, anything. Just make different shapes out of it. Throw a jump ring onto it and a chain, and wham, you got a one-of-a-kind piece of jewelry. Today I went to the Goodwill and I picked up some silver, some old silver, and I'm going to melt it down in a crucible, and then I'm going to pour it into some straw. So what I need for this is really simple. I need some solder, some silver. The solder is for the jump ring, a crucible, which is for melting the metal in and pouring it into some straw and water, which I chose. Though you can use anything. I have a big set of plumber's wrench to hold the crucible. It's very, very hot, obviously. I got some hard silver solder and some soft silver solder, some tweezers for applying some of the harder solder if I need to, and some different tools that I have available. A third arm is also necessary if you want to solder a jump ring on there. So let's get started. So it's really a simple process. What I'm going to do is take my crucible and I'm going to put some old silver. Now, I think what I'm going to do is actually do a small one first. And then I'll make a much larger one. But right now, I think I just want to make a smaller drop casting. So I'm going to roll this silver up. And this is stamped 925. Some silver isn't marked, but most of it is if it's quality, and I usually only get the marked stuff. I don't chance it with plated things. And I don't carry metal testers with me to stores, like secondhand shops and stuff, but obviously I use my knowledgeable eye, and I know what to look for. So basically I want to dismantle the old jewelry, okay? And I took one ring, and I'm going to take one earring here, and I'm going to melt this down, pour it into the straw, and make a unique pendant out of it. And that's not a lot of silver, but it's just enough to make a small pendant. So now I'm going to turn on a torch, and you got to use, the rest of this I'm going to fry up. You got to use matte fuel. You can't just use the blue propane tank. What you want to look for is the yellow. The red is for systems that require oxygen. You don't need that for this application. You just need a high temp matte fuel. And this other silver I'm just going to put over here on my towel for now, and I'll get to that in a second. So here I have my crucible with my silver. I'm going to take my matte torch and I'm going to melt it and then pour it into my soup can that has straw and some water. Now I don't have a ton of straw in there, but that's okay. I'm going to pour it right here where I have enough density in the straw, but I also know that it's going to have some space. The straw is really for texture, and you don't want it too tight, but obviously these open gaps isn't really where you want to be pouring it. However, you'll still get jewelry out of it, so it's always an experiment with drop casting. You never know what it's going to look like, and you never know how the metal's going to react when it hits the straw. So I turn on my matte fuel and light it up. Okay. Now, it's important to make sure you have the plumber's wrench ready to pick up the crucible, unless your crucible comes with a handle. I went cheap and just bought a quick crucible to do this demo video for you. Here we go. So after you pour your metal in, just want to grab the straw and let it cool down for a second, and I'll pull it back out and we'll see what we got. So this is what we got right here. As you can see, this is a chunk of silver. I'll take a better picture of it with a chain on it. So I'm going to strap a little jump ring on it, and then